Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Ashu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florian Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Woolley, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's get into your reading. This is a Celtic cross spread. I have your Orisha Tarot out here to clarify. Sorry, guys, there's cards everywhere. I have your Orisha Tarot out here to clarify. I also have some Oracle cards out here as well. All right. And someone asked what deck this is. This is, I think it's called Truths. Okay. I can't remember. Y'all just be opening up decks, pulling out the cards, playing with them, and throwing the box away. So, I mean, if that's what it's called, that's what it's called. I got it on Etsy. So, yeah, we got the cards out here for that 5-card spread. Your Orisha out here, a bunch of messages. So please take them all as it resonates. Yeah, let's get into it. Let me run through your Oracle cards and then we'll get into your tarot. Okay, so your first card we have out is Trapped. All right, you or someone around you feels trapped. Okay. Your second card, you have Immature. Okay, this could be an energy that is trying to approach you. You also have Emotionally Unstable. Okay, let me put them up here so you can see them. Trapped, Immature, Emotionally Unstable. Someone wants to talk. Compromise. All right, that's rounding out the spread. And this has been coming out a lot. This compromise spread. Card. Hold on. Same as this card up here. Top of the deck is Triggered. Bottom of the deck, you have Cheating, Deception. Now, I want to say for some of you to be mindful of there's a thing about security here, y'all. Definitely something about security. So I know this says emotionally unavailable, but everything is locked and chained. And then we have cheating and deception. And someone could definitely be cheating, but someone could also be a thief. All right. So there is an energy, a lot of like relocation in your spread with the moon. There's energy of relocation of siblings, either relatives or siblings trying to move in or out. So as things are like fluctuating and moving, just be mindful of your security. Like make sure no one takes anything from you. Make sure nobody moving in is stealing from you. Make sure like while you are moving, because you have the moon here, Uranus energy here, because the move could be unexpected, that you are just aware. Like I feel like right now your intuition is going to be heightened. So just be aware of your surroundings, like where you move to or just about your home in general, because there's a lot of fluctuating energy. Okay, so, keep your ring alarm system on or your security system intact. Don't leave garage doors open, different things like that. Make sure your car doors are locked during this time. And I say this because, we have karma here, we have judgment, and a lot of people's situations are changing, y'all. A lot of people's situations are changing, people who we are aware of and people who we aren't. And people are resorting to things that could affect, our lives and our safety. So just be aware of that. Because even like I'm trying to tell y'all, justice is out here. Justice is out here. All right. So that's in your third position, but we'll get to it. So yeah, give me 1 sec. Make sure we got everything. Let me check the bottoms of these decks. If there's any further messages. Be careful of energy vampires, y'all. We have hurting, and then we have energy. Okay, so that's look, relationship, hurting, energy, relationship. But see, that's the thing. This person is truly hurting, and they need your energy. For some of you, Somebody's hurting emotionally. You have spiritual lessons right behind that, okay? This is a spiritual lesson. This person could also have like some sort of musical background. We got these piano keys. Okay, so let's get into the tarot, all right? So before I jump right into the Celtic Cross, I saw this pattern here with the top and bottom of the deck of your tarot cards. At the top of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Salamanders, which is the King of Wands. You have Fire, Virgo, Fire, Virgo. Some of you all are dealing with fire signs. Some of you all could be dealing with earth signs. But one thing that I'm noticing is you have knights, and knights are always rushing into action. But we have one knight that is always like being super adventurous, ready to go, probably not even thinking before, you know, they even know the mission. And another knight that actually is more slow and methodical, and they are thinking it through. The funny thing is that every time there's fire, there's earth. So there's something trying to prompt someone to slow down. Okay, slow down and think. So here, this could be a situation that's on the job or something that's trying to steal your focus. So be careful of getting into night energy if it's pulling your focus away from something that's important to you. Or maybe there's somebody on your job that's trying to get you involved in something that, you know, you possibly aren't too sure of. And it's the same thing here. There's the energy actually elevates in fire, but it is not mature, okay? Because look, we got the immature card out here. And the reason why I'm saying it's not a mature energy is because Salamanders is in reverse, okay? So that means that someone who appears mature or to seem to have it together could be asking someone to do something or rush into something that you're not too ready for, or the appearance, they have an appearance of maturity and it's not for real. So you got to slow down and inspect and look a little closer at whatever this rush is. If it's not like that fire sign, Virgo sign person rushing you, it could just be anything, all right? Don't let the signs, you know, make you feel like it's not your message, but definitely. So when it comes to work, an idea, or someone pulling you away from something important to you, you got to figure out what that's about, okay? Because it could, night energy, King of Wands in reverse could be sex. Definitely. And then Virgo energy could be health. So it's either work or health that you need to be concerned with when you're dealing with these nights. It's just really weird, that pattern. It was fire, earth. And then more so pausing, slowing down. Virgo energy is work. Definitely co-workers. Sometimes, guys, we're picking up, your energy is coming out of your 7th and 3rd house. And I put co-workers could go into the 6th house, but I also like to throw them in the 3rd house because I consider co-workers neighbors, because you spend so much time at work with certain people. Whether you're riding in a truck with them, sitting in the cubicle next to them, working down the hall from them, they're your neighbors, you know? So, yeah. And that could be another thing too about neighbors. I don't know if this is a neighbor with this idea or whatever the case may be. Take it as it resonates, but please use the 7th and 3rd house to filter this out. This is partnerships of all kinds, siblings and relatives, and neighbors, okay? Definitely. These are the people you'll be dealing with at this time. So here, let's get into the Celtic Cross spread. Your first set out, you have in your signifying position, 3 of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Fire in reverse. 3 of Wands clarified by the Ace of Fire. I don't like this. This is an energy of prospecting. And I don't like it because of the Ace of Fire being in reverse. So this could manifest in a couple ways. This could, if this is like a love relationship, this is somebody who is staring out, studying you, looking at you, wanting you, right? But they're already with someone. You see how his hand is here? He's already with someone and he's trying to add you into the mix, okay? To start, he or she, to start a new relationship. Some of you are dealing with people who are already partnered. The other thing that I'm feeling for this is that there could be a particular person, maybe 2 people, or a group that sees you and wants to use your energy, all right? So I don't know what the project is, and that's why earlier here I was telling y'all, like energy and hurting, okay? Now, I think someone's low on energy, and through a relationship, they can gain some more energy. Now, it could be a love relationship. This could be a business partnership, some form of project, okay? And now remember the people who could be asking you about this: your brother, your sister, it could be a cousin, an aunt, an uncle. But the thing is that I feel like more than one person has discussed this, okay? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. More than one person has discussed something about your energy or using you for something, whether it be to start something new or they've been stealing your energy for a while or something like that. So just be aware of that. You know that somebody already has someone and they're just taking up more. They're taking up more, all right? That's in your signifying position. Now, it may not be happening to you, but I do feel like that's what someone's studying you already. Someone's already like looking to come to you. All right, hold on. Your present position, what's around you right now? You have the Fool clarified by the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Wow, you have a new start and then an energy of returning to something that you're just gonna learn a lesson. That's okay. It's the opposites, total opposites. Even here with this triggered, I'm looking at opposite energy. Okay, so some of you all are having like a brand new start or a fresh start. I feel like you've had your 8 of Cups moment already. Like when you're dealing with 8 of Cups, you're dealing with Saturn and Pisces energy. Okay, some hidden things may have come up. A lot of karmic things had to be resolved, things you weren't aware of. You were possibly in very poisonous situations, okay? 8 of Cups could talk about poison, whether it is literal poisoning or figuratively, like emotional kind of poisoning. You've dealt with a lot and you are breaking free. You're breaking free because you've learned karmically from these things. You literally have judgment twice in your spread. So this new beginning, the old energy, whether it be a person or an old behavior, that I think is the only thing that will try to stop you. It's some form of familiar energy, okay? And I want you guys to like, as you step into new places, because I told y'all like in the beginning, your intuition is gonna be heightened. As you step into new places, look and scan intuitively for familiar energies that you've already overcome, because they'll be in new places, okay? That's what I believe the divine is letting you know. You are guaranteed a new spot so long as you, not only just a new spot, like a fresh start, so long as you stay away from whatever it was that was holding you back. But what was holding you back may dress up in a new costume. Okay, it could dress up in a new costume. It could actually show up as the same thing it was, trying to show up in a new costume. All right, either way it goes, only familiar places or habits or things that you've already walked away from is the only thing that can really stop you if you engage it long enough. Okay, give me a sec. Yep, because in your second position, what favors or hinders you, you have the Knight of Cups clarified by Venmo. Knight of Cups in reverse clarified by the Hermit. Better for you to walk away from things that are lying. It's this lying energy. You know, Knight of Cups seems very friendly, outgoing, fun, funny, or whatever. And it's okay to have fun and engage somebody who's funny or whatever, but like you gotta be able to hear the deception. That's the thing. Here, I made a note about that. Where is it at? This Moon Pluto energy, this Knight of Cups, and it's also in the 5th position. This is subtle manipulation, like subtle manipulation. And the reason why it's harder to detect is because you're getting this sort of manipulation from someone who's smiling in your face or pretending to be a friend, pretending to be in love with you or something like that. So the Venmo giving you Hermit energy is telling you it's better to go off alone to do whatever you're doing. Right now, with this Libra energy, 7th house energy, with these planets, the strong planetary energy coming from your spread, Moon, Pluto, Uranus, it's not the right time to get into a relationship. It definitely isn't. when Uranus is in the 7th house, that is going to cause, one, there'll be a lot of divorces, talk about divorces and separations coming up. Two, or just separations between friendships, you know, like people just changing. Like they're just different, right? I'm different. You've changed. We're just not the same. Okay. So those kind of dynamics will be ending. Hold on, I was gonna say something else with that. Divorces, friendships ending, like literally like these sudden, a lot of it will be because of wanting to be like excited. So this is not going to resonate for all of you, but a lot of the reasons why y'all are getting divorced or separated is because one of the partners is looking for excitement. It's for excitement's sake. They're looking for excitement's sake, and they could be like stuck on it. Like you could think that your partner is going through a phase, and it's not a phase. It's not a phase. And it could actually shock you that your partner or a friend, or maybe a brother or a sister, is behaving in this way, which is going to cause you guys to distance or separate yourselves from the other person. It's like a shocking kind of night and day, which I do see in your outcome. All right, but we'll get there too. I'm just going to repeat it. But literally, that's why some of you all are going to find yourself going alone. Like I said, it's not a good time to start a new relationship. It just, either if you start it, it won't last long, it'll end quickly, or you'll find out that somebody is totally not who you thought they were. Like far, far off of what you perceive them to be, okay? So be careful with this energy because, like I told y'all earlier, like the karma on certain people, they can't handle. And some of them still have like leftover stuff that makes them appear to not be going through something, to where you have to use your intuition to see through whatever illusion that this person is creating. Okay? All right, so that's in your second position. Your higher self. What is your higher self letting you know? You have justice clarified by the 4 of Earth, 4 of Pentacles. This could be an energy outside of you. Okay, there's someone in your energy with the moon. It could be a mother, like I said, sibling, neighbor, partner that is trying to come near you, new friend, something. They are in trouble with the law. They're in trouble with the law. This could even be someone of a significant standing in a corporation, in a community, in some organization, 4 of Pentacles, because this person would have been the GOAT. But this person could be involved in either some form of fraud or exploitation. Someone has exploited others, is doing some sort of money fraud. Even with this, someone wants to talk. I could feel like maybe somebody's phone is being tapped or something like that. Like there's a recording, somebody's being recorded, okay? And this person, which is why some of you are gonna be like, what? I can't believe like this is happening to whoever this is, because that Capricorn energy of status would be like, you know, they wouldn't be involved in that. Why is, you know, the justice system after them? It's because they were. And that's the thing, some of y'all, like, it don't have to be like someone of, it could just be someone with status, you know? I told y'all, it didn't get a lot of views, but when I said somebody has an OnlyFans, y'all, like it'll be like that. Like whoever this energy is, coming from the 7th or the 3rd house, somebody is up to something that you just don't think they're doing, but they're doing it. Literally, either you just met this person or this has been happening for a while. I mean, we don't have 12th house energy today, but you know, we've been picking it up with all these hidden things. So what comes to light would shock you. This could either be something with money fraud. It could be of a sexual nature. You could even find out that the girl or the guy you're talking to is like secretly, like literally has their own OnlyFans kind of thing. And you're like, wait, what? What's going on? So, you know, that's not for everybody, but it's the point of like thinking you thought you knew somebody is what it is. And I told y'all with that, like you even have a outcome, Lovers, 2 of Swords in reverse, Moon in Libra. You thought you knew them, but things changed. Things changed as time went on. So in your, so yeah, be careful of that. Somebody who was very greedy, very proud, could have been even selfish or stingy. That's why the fraud is there. You may have thought that they were charitable and they weren't. This person could have been hiding money or taking someone else's money or something like that. They are either being investigated, something of that nature, but there's a legal thing happening with that. Okay? Justice, Four of Pentacles. In your fourth position, your subconscious, what's affecting your mood. You have the Six of Cups in reverse, clarified by the element of Earth. Okay, this is possible. What's affecting your subconscious is nostalgic thinking, keeping you stuck, thinking about the past, thinking about when it was good, either with someone or a time where you thought things were easier. It doesn't have to be a person necessarily. It could just be those moments where things weren't so topsy-turvy. With the Pluto-Uranus energy that I'm picking up in your reading, I think certain things are going to be changing rapidly for some of you to where you, it just feels like uncomfortable. Like, give me one sec. A real uncomfortable feeling that you're going to have to adapt to. You're just going to have to go with the flow with whatever this is. So the divine is asking you to don't let old thinking get you stuck. Old thinking can be ignited by people from the past too. So if it's not you sitting alone thinking these things, it's that, you know, a sibling, a cousin, uncle, aunt, a person I grew up with, or literally like a past life karmic energy is trying to keep me stuck. It's either thinking or a person. And the only reason why I say you feel this way is because things are shifting so fast. You may not I don't know if this is happening to you guys now, but I could tell this energy will be coming up the next couple months in the next year of us having to adjust to like another like new normal or something like that, which in the end will be better for you if you don't go back to the past, right in your first position. But the past will take you down. It'll be hard to escape out of that karmic cycle. And I'm trying to tell you because the real reason why this is important on all levels of whoever is manifesting as this energy is that your life really is going to be in a new position. And there are going to be people, those same hardships that you went through, these people who were taking advantage of the system or taking advantage of you or doing really bogus shit are going to experience those same stuck feelings, trapped feelings, that they're going to look to someone who's not in the energy. They're going to look to someone in the opposite energy to pull them out, to relieve the karma. And you in this energy have to be careful. See, the thing is familiarity. Like, you're familiar with what they're going through, but you may not know why they're going through it. This is why the moon is here. This is why you got to be listening and stay up on your intuition. People will tell you sob stories or this happened to me, that happened to me, but you don't know the whole story. But something about their character will reveal the story, right? And not only that, this Gemini energy, Uranus energy, some of you all, someone wants to talk, you may receive a phone call or a message about certain people in your life. And it could be something you needed to hear, and it could be for some of you because, you know, you're just so stuck on nostalgia, something you don't want to hear. But either way, that message, that information, third house energy, is what you needed to hear in order to know how you're moving forward. You know? Like, everybody don't like the truth, but the truth is, if this person can somehow involve you in an illegal mess or fuck up your finances, you know, there it is. At least life is giving you a heads up kind of thing. So I'm trying to tell y'all, be careful. Be careful, because a lot of people are showing up like they got it together and they don't. Whoever they are, they don't have it together, and their entanglement with you could, like, oof, Lord, just don't get involved in stuff you don't understand and people from the past or old energies. Y'all have been through harsh stuff in your karmic cycle to recognize these things. it's like you won't be able to ignore it because you've dealt with it on so many different occasions, right? That just because something looks this way or that way, you won't be able to deny it. This is why you went through it. Don't get too happy-go-lucky when, you know, your karma is all great or whatever, to where you think, no, like, oh, I wouldn't never encounter. Yes, you will, because the shoe is on the other foot for certain people, and they coming back your way, whether they know you or not. Okay? Because here, your fifth position, you got the Page of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Lies. This is lies around money, estates, okay? Whether it be property or inheritances or anything like that. That's what was happening in the past. Somebody was lying about how they made their money, where they were making them, where they put the money, all this kind of stuff. Definitely. But this is going to come to light. It's definitely coming to light, especially if it's a family issue or an issue between a husband and a wife. They've been lying about where they've been putting them, what they've been spending their money on. Or like your family holding certain money or property back from you. It'll come out. Sixth position, future position, and your relationship with others. You have the Eight of Swords, clarified by the Moon in reverse. I'm trying to tell y'all. People were, in the future, you will learn about all of the lies. It's more than what some people are aware of, right? It's a lot of lies, a lot of manipulation, a lot of things that people were doing to keep you in the dark, or a particular person is keeping you in the dark about something going on in their life, okay? This, in the future position, this is somebody who could have entered into your life and they're keeping you in the dark. I'm trying to tell you, somebody's going to go to prison. Someone's going to prison. Some people don't even see it coming. They really think like they can continue to cheat and deceive people and wear a mask. Okay? Hold on. Shoot. Don't be pressured either by family as well. Okay? Because like I told you, so like these phone calls, things you want to hear, don't want to hear, they could be triggering for some of you, okay? There's this thing about when Uranus is in Gemini, not making snap decisions based off like information given to you quickly. I mean, even here at the top and bottom of the deck, I told you it's like a fast energy and then a slow energy. Fast energy, slow energy. So like information can come in quickly, but you got to sit with it for a second and analyze what's being told to me. Right? I got to sit with it. And someone who's trying to be all dominant or whatever is trying to push you to make a decision because they think that whoever they are, you know, it could be a fire sign, it could be anybody, but they feel like they have the means to motivate you into a certain thing. And it's like, no, I think I'm going to go a little slow with what you just told me. I'm going to sit with it for a minute and think about what you're saying. Because this could be like, oh, your brother, your sister's in trouble. They need to live with you, or you need to do this, or you need to do. And it's like, no, your family, some of your all's family are going to pressure you with guilt, but it's all lies. They're going to try to guilt you, but all of that is just lying, okay? Just lies to make you stuck, just to make you stuck, all right? If you've distanced yourself from certain people, stay gone, okay? All right, so let's get to your advice. In your advice, you have judgment, clarified by the fire element, and this is fire and fire. Fire and fire. So there is a change happening. There is a change that this new beginning is bringing to where when judgment is here, you can't go back. Like the way that Eight of Cups is trying to get you to go back, like you can't. So from like this spiritual, energetic thing, it's almost like flying high and doing the wrong thing and having to land the plane immediately because you're doing the wrong thing, or you got to get off the plane. It feels like that. Like you got to get off because you can't go back you can't make it to the destination. And see, that's the thing. Some of you all are going to be flying high and it's going to feel good to fly high, but you're in that plane, you're still on a journey. So you're making it to new spots on your journey, but you cannot let old things turn you around. Eight of Cups. You can't let it turn you around. You have to go forward. This is why the fire is purifying or totally changing your circumstances, which make you feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's for your good. I mean, let me tell you something. If you, for some of y'all, because y'all, not all of you, but some of you all are involved with people who seem to be clean on the outside, but do real shady, illegal things, or are all out illegal, right? You get pent up in that, you could be the one that go to jail. And if you go to jail, that's going to change you. You'll be a different man or woman, it will change you. So what I'm trying to tell you is that no matter what you think is going on, what life is doing is changing you, period. It will not let you continue to think the same or act the same. Something will try to, if it's not some other person trying to influence you away from a higher path, it's your higher path going to constantly influence you to change. This is why this Pluto Uranus energy is here. What could be uncomfortable for some of you all is dating. And it maybe knowing this will make it easier for you so you don't feel so frustrated when you're trying to date. Literally, with Pluto energy, Uranus energy, this just isn't the time. It's a better time to focus on yourself, right? Some of you all may be getting opportunities through women. It all depends, because for some of you all, it could be a woman that is being deceptive. For others of you, this could be a woman or a group that actually gives you an opportunity that might work. But either way it goes, I don't know why I felt like I'd say that, but what I'm trying to say is when you change, you get a victory. Because here, karma, this is in the unforeseen. Karma is judgment, right? Right underneath that, same thing, judgment, change, victory. All right. So I don't know what that victory is for some of you. Some of you are going to be seen in a particular way. I don't know whether it's social media. It could just be your life in general. You just feel like I'm winning at life. I'm all around winning. Nothing can stop me kind of thing. Really, because I feel like these people from the past have been trying to stop you and they're not being able to do it because you've elevated your energy. You said goodbye to everything that was holding you back. 8 of Cups energy is I'm uncomfortable. It's like this shirt or these jeans don't fit no more. I got to buy new jeans. My body is different, or I've bulked up so big I can't wear my old clothes. Something, you know what I mean? I've changed. I don't fit in this environment no more. So, yeah. All right. Hopes and fears, you have 9 of Cups in reverse, clarified by Oya. I just really feel like as a hope or a fear is that overindulgence can cause destruction. That's it. For me, take that as it resonates. You could be single and overindulging. These people could have you overindulging in certain things, distracting you, or not taking care of yourself, 9 of Cups, not knowing what fulfills you and sustains you, not feeding yourself the right things, mental, physical, spiritual, with the Cups. So if you're not aware of what's feeding you or you're ingesting on all levels, that could cause chaos. All right. So I think you're becoming more aware of that. That's why it's now I know how certain things were playing in my life, or what I was looking at or watching or who I was always around, how that actually manifested as chaos in my life. Okay. Oh, I was doing this and this, and then that actually, these situations manifested. Because 9 of Cups are wishes. 9 of Cups are wishes being fulfilled. So in the reverse, this could be chaotic wishes manifesting, chaotic thoughts manifesting. Okay. And then in your outcome, like I told you, you have the Lovers clarified by the 2 of Swords in reverse. All right. Having to pause, stop, not knowing if you could trust a certain relationship, union, or partnership. This could be in love. This could definitely be something that a sibling is proposing to you, as far as a business venture or moving in. Okay. Because here, I'm going to go over my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything for y'all. But I'm trying to tell y'all, it's either this has already occurred where you've agreed to the thing and you're going to notice a total change and it'll block the union, or it's telling you, hey, use your intuition. The moon is here. Moon in Libra. Moon is over here clarified by the 8 of Swords. You don't see. People are trying to control you. I think you're coming out of the energy of being controlled, and most of it is controlled by ignorance, what you weren't privy to, like what you didn't know. So you kind of went along with some things, but now that things are uncovered and you're seeing things for what it is and having these aha moments, you know when somebody's trying that again with you. So you're going to recognize it in whatever friendship, partnership, love relationship this is, where the Two of Swords is clarifying the lovers. Use your intuition. It's really strong right now. Okay? And yeah, because the other thing, I feel like you're changing so much. You guys really are. You have a brand new start. You have a victory because you decided, I'm gonna change. And I feel like that triggers people. Where is it? I feel like it triggers people. I think people see like the thoughts and things you kept for yourself, you were able to manifest. Because you didn't give up on something you were thinking or believing. And these people have been running around, you know, in this immature energy, just playing, not manifesting anything. So nothing grows on this side. And that triggers them that things have manifested for you. They looking like, oh shit, like, oh, you was right. Oh, fuck, like, oh, man, I thought you was stupid for doing that. I thought you was crazy for believing that. I thought you know, this is how people are going to be feeling like, damn, like shit really popped off for you. Like that shit actually worked. And it did work because I never gave up on myself. And now they're trapped in their like immaturity and nothingness. And then they want to strike deals and compromises with you. And they'll come and say like, oh, you're so smart. Oh, I wish I would have listened to you. Oh, I wish I would have supported you. But it's all just deception because they're still angry and upset. I'm trying to tell y'all, these people, they don't want to respect your hustle. They don't want to respect the fact that you were right. And they think that they're better than you, even though they don't think like you. They're not even on your level. But to make them feel better is to deceive you. Whoever these people are. They noticed your progression. So I don't know who's calling. This could be somebody calling to let you know something crazy about a sibling, brother, mother, coworker, or something like that. But this could also be somebody calling to manipulate you into something that will be very hard for you to get out of. Okay? Okay, so hold on. Give me a second. 1 second, y'all. Let me look at these cards. I'm trying to tell you, these people are hurting, trying to suck up your energy by forming relationships with you, love relationships or otherwise. And if you get into them, you will learn a spiritual lesson. A spiritual lesson. Some of them are already learning lessons about what? Pride. And these individuals who are extremely proud and being humbled because karma is humbling them, right? Okay, y'all see people are getting humbled. And when you see that, you just walk away. You walk away and focus on what? Being whole. Okay? Being whole and your own ambitions. All right. Some of y'all really are walking away from another fire sign. Shoot. Here, let me see. Let me make sure I got everything for y'all. 1 second. Yeah, right now it's important to choose your alliances carefully. Okay, because people will be seeking mutual support. You could even be seeking like support, but Hermit energy tells me that, you know, you're actually being blessed and taken care of even on your own. You know, God is taking care of you. Okay, give me 1 second. We already talked about not making split decisions. Some of you all could feel like you are like, you don't have time. Like you don't have time. You're running a lot of errands. I don't know if you are feeling absent-minded, like, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. Let me run back out. You know, you guys could be in that kind of energy. So right now, it's not advisable for you to take on too many projects or on too many issues, other people's issues. And I said this in another reading, like, you know, other people's problems are their problems. Let people deal with their own karma. Hold on. Yeah, there will be a lot of contact with siblings and neighbors, or co-workers or relatives. There's this energy, Uranus and Pluto energy, where some of you, I've already mentioned this about like changing, like having to adapt to it. that is your freedom, but some of you may feel like it's like jail because you can't do what you want. But it's best that you, like I say, adapt, because it's going to feel like your world has been kind of turned upside down about whatever happens, but you're going to have to adapt to whatever these new changes are, because there is an energy of something actually literally being out of your control. And if you try to take control of it, something that is totally out of your control, you can make something bad happen. Okay. So don't try to do that. There's an energy of, you being caught. You could get caught in the middle of something. Don't let nobody else turn your world upside down too, because there are some changes that are irrevocable or irrevocable. Sorry, y'all can pronounce it however y'all want, but just things you can't change, or that'll be very difficult to change. And that could be like, now that I'm in this new space, I can't go back to the way I was, or damn, I made this mistake and I have no control over changing the outcome. All right. Be careful. Moon and Pluto, subtle manipulations, very subtle manipulations. This Pluto energy here, guys, in your advice and in your unforeseen gives you a shit ton of power. So much power. Okay, like a lot. And that's what makes you attractive. That's what makes, people who in the past didn't want to acknowledge your gifts or your power. That's why they're coming back. But they want to be deceptive because they want to pretend like they're the ones and it's still in control, right? So this energy, if you want to start an entrepreneurial endeavor, this would be a good time to do it. I know these things are changing and shaking up, but when things start to settle and you find yourself in this new environment and things are changing, certain things that you want to start or return to will do very well because you'll be more in your power. This is also a good time for some of you to get acquainted with like new technology. Some of you all are shying away from certain apps or concepts or marketing that you should get back to. This is also a good time to go back to school and polish up on any skills or take certain classes. Yep. Just be mindful that these unexpected events involving like third house people are definitely going to come up for some of you. All right. But you're going to be using, some of you all will be using social media more, or you need to brush up on your skill set. Definitely. Hold on. We talked about this. Separations, divorce, short-lived unions. Yeah, like I told you, be careful. Security issues. There's going to be a lot of relocating. And I've been picking this up for forever and ever. But like I told you, this is why the security thing is important. I said, some of you all, before you get to wherever you're going, check the neighborhood. You don't want to be in a hot spot where cars are always broken into or homes are always broken into. So do your due diligence about where you move to. Also about who's moving in with you or moving out. Make sure all your stuff is still around. And don't be pressured or guilted into letting people stay with you because, a mother or a father or somebody is saying, that's your brother, that's your cousin, that's your auntie or your uncle. Like whatever caused them to be in the position that they're in is not your problem, and you are not the only family member. Also, be careful with judgment. I said it's a lot of fire. Electrical fires. Be mindful there could be an electrical fire, and that could be just you. Even here, I'm even seeing that here. And alcohol, maybe like some water or something falls on something, maybe on a plug or an extension cord, that could cause a fire or a spark. Okay, that could be another hope or fear. Fires caused by you or caused by someone who moved in. Maybe they brought all their stuff and they're doing things in the house that you normally wouldn't do. Just guard against impulsiveness and making snap decisions. You'll regret it if you do. That's like even like giving up on your own stuff, like all because you heard about this, or you heard about that, or something made you mad. It's like, fuck it, I don't want to. Don't be like that. It's not the time. It's not the time. It's going to be a lot of external things that are going to cause a lot of changes that people have to adapt to. It's a lot of things that are going to happen in the future that are beyond our control. It's the same way we felt when the pandemic hit. Like we couldn't control what businesses and the government were doing at the time. you know, when that happened. We had to go with the flow, you know, kind of thing. And that's that kind of energy here. And that's what I'm saying, like, that time caused a lot of shifts and changes in relationships. I feel like that same energy is going to do it again. I don't know if it's going to manifest in a pandemic type way, but however it manifests, Uranus and Pluto energy is so, like, it's destructive, but it could be destructive in a good way, right? Right now, relatives will be more manipulative, or neighbors, or like neighborhood associations. Like if you live in an association, maybe a townhouse, condo kind of thing. This could also, with associations, it could be people associated with certain neighbors or friends or businesses or something like that. We already said avoid entering into new relationships with this Pluto energy. That's why your intuition is so high right now, whether it be a love relationship or a business partnership. We already talked about relocation. Some of you all need to just start, you feel the urge, I would tell you, start packing, start cleaning. There's a lot of clutter removal or handiwork being done in the house. You just feel like a need to just start getting things in order. So if you feel like I just need to start organizing my clothes or packing up my stuff or whatever the case may be, you know, that could all of a sudden happen for you, where it's like I'm moving and hey, look, I'm ready. Yeah. It's just there's an energy of people trying to get ahead, and they don't mind lying to get ahead. Even some of you may even be in that energy where you may pad your resume or something like that. That's why the energy of brushing up on your skills is there. So if you get the job, if you know, like, especially if someone, let's say, like I told you, like this feminine energy or a group is willing to take you on and you don't have the skill set, take the class to achieve that skill set, all right? Or if you know, like, oh, I'm about to get this job, I start in a month, but I don't know how to do this, and that, go take the class to figure out how to do it so it's not hard on you when you start, okay? So that if it's you being a little bit deceptive, then you need to go get educated, you know, but other people will also be deceptive about their resume or what they have or what they're intending to do. And some of you all really are going to end up having to let somebody go because what you thought about them is totally different. Who they are is different. They could either be going to prison, they could have some OnlyFans stuff going on, stuff in the past that they didn't tell you about that's actually resurfacing now. And really, we're just trying to do away with immaturity within ourselves and around us. Like you're really moving away from these immature energies. These immature energies happen because of trauma. It's got a lot of us stuck in certain situations. It was trauma because it happened when we were younger, you know, and it was heavy or hard in this part of our development that keeps playing out in our adulthood. And we're doing away with that. We're guarding against people who are emotionally unavailable, who are triggered by our success and just cause chaos, okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you. No compromising. Don't compromise with the enemy, all right? If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys, see ya.